Welcome to the Back Porch Top Podcast. I'm your coach, Jason.
Cole's Danny.
Fans, we got a full show for you today. A little NBA final talk, a little bit of F1, and a little bit of Major League Baseball. But first, Danny, right into the NBA finals. And the Knicks are up 2 games to none going into tonight's game at Madison Square Gardens, where it is going to be bananas. It's going to be crazy, man. A whole lot happening, a whole lot of social media posts about the celebrations, potential parades happening, the watch parties. You have the president of the United States coming into Madison Square Garden. You have those who are frustrated with that because of streets being shut down, block parties, watch parties not happening because of it. It's just a whole lot going on in New York, man. And the Spurs have a daunting task of getting one game. That's all they need. They need to get one game in New York right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's ever a game to get, it is tonight. Because we all know the daunting task of coming back from 3 games. This is just going to be something that the Spurs are going to have to really lock in. They had an extra day, travel day, etc. They're going to have to really lock in on this game just to get. Now, they were close last game, game 2, in where they took an L 105-104 off of a errant pass by Wemby, and he's taking responsibility of that from what I've seen. But in listening to like some head coaches talk over the weekend, it's interesting the different things that could be said in the huddle or in practice. The errant pass I'm talking about is after Wemby defended a shot, he grabbed the rebound, started to dribble, and then passed it off to the side to Castle, who had his back turned, running up the court. Some coaches say that, hey, in the huddles or even in practice, they have it in where they want their players just to take the ball and run. Some would call a timeout. It depends upon who actually rebounds the ball, who's agile enough, if you will, to go ahead and dribble the ball up the court. In this case, it was Wemby, who has done just that in the past, dribble the ball up the court. So there's a lot of different coaches talk in terms of what happened there, but Wemby took responsibility for the errant pass. And ultimately he shot a 12, 15 footer to win the game, and it didn't go through. And he was guarded by Mitch Robinson. And so we're in game 3, excuse me, and Spurs got to win, Danny. What say you so far about this NBA Finals?
Well, Jason, it was a great game. It was a tale of two halves again, where actually New York was up 14 in game 2, and San Antonio made that furious comeback in the fourth quarter that almost came to fruition, man. A couple bad plays, which you spoke about. One with the Castle play. With Castle, when I was looking at the play, for one, I thought they were going to call timeout and settle things down because they didn't have an advantage. If you looked at Castle was out on the wing to go, on the outlet, I should say. But two, once Wemby started dribbling, that's on Wemby, and I'm glad he took, responsibility for it, because if Castle sees him dribbling, that means, oh, he's pushing it, and he's not going to outlet it to me. He's not going to take 2 dribbles and say, hey, man. But in the heat of the moment, that's tough either way, because it's a bang-bang play. I thought they were going to call a timeout, set something up, and then Wemby reacted, fouled Brunson, and Brunson made 1 or 2 where they actually had a chance to, go ahead and win the game with him. But it was a tough L for San Antonio, man. They needed that one bad to get that split, especially going into New York tonight. But I'll say that, Karl Anthony Towns continues to play well. Mikal Bridges had a game. That one guy that steps up, it was Mikal Bridges' last game that hit a number of threes where in that third period, actually, where they took the lead, when the bench was actually out there, they hit a number of shots that extended the lead, but then San Antonio made their comeback. So you look at tonight, I think the pressure's on New York at this point, being at home, because I think this is the game. Obviously, if they win, San Antonio's in no man's land there, three down 3-0 on the road. But if San Antonio can win this game, because like I said, they're playing house money now. Now that the series has went the way it has, it's like, all right, let's try to get a game, and this is the game to get. So they get this one, though. This put a ton of pressure on New York.
It's a lot of pressure on them, man.
New York is in a prime position, man, to go ahead and close the series out. So we'll see what happens tonight. I'm looking forward to it.
Listen, man, I think the energy in the crowd is going to really help the Knicks, though.
Mm-hmm.
But the Spurs can use this as fuel, though, too, because it's truly going to be them against the world.
Yes.
So they can really use this as fuel. Here's what I'm seeing, Danny, in this series so far. I'm seeing Cat just outplay Wemby. I mean, I have to agree with the inside crew, Kenny, Shaq, Charles, and Ernie. Wemby is getting his ass whooped, man. For real. I mean, really, it's about the effort at the onset of a game. But I think Wemby's trying to do too much. And here's what I believe the Spurs should do. And I mentioned this probably to you via text, Danny. I still don't understand why the Spurs aren't playing some of their bigs outside of Cornet. I mean, you have Plumlee there. You got Biyombo. I mean, I think you have another big who can play a few minutes and play them alongside Wemby. I kept saying to folks, I was like, or texting the people, I was like, Wemby's going to do probably better with another big playing at the same time. Now, I was saying maybe put Wemby still at the 5, but the bigger person could, be at the 4. I'm hearing you probably could swap them. Put Wemby at the 4, let him be agile enough to, maneuver or what have you. But I think the Spurs are going to have to do something differently. I'm hearing a philosophy or a strategy of playing another guard. So probably have 3, maybe 4 guards playing along with Wemby. I don't think that's going to do it, quite honestly, because of the length of the Knicks. I'm thinking put another big, pair it up with Wemby, and then you can maneuver there. And I'm saying just try that out for 5 minutes, a few minutes, just to see what is going to really gain you. You at this juncture, you got to do something different. And I'm hoping that the Spurs protect the ball.
That's another thing.
I'm hoping that they protect the ball because in these big runs that New York goes on, it's because the Spurs have turned the ball over, or there's not a certain play being ran. It's just like they're going at, okay, you go ahead and give a shot. You go ahead and give a shot. You drive, I drive. There needs to be a set play somehow, some way for Wemby just to break up, just run. And so I don't see that, happening. So we'll see what happens there, Danny. I just think that the Spurs have got to win tonight. And boy, if they win tonight.
I think too, Jason, you got to look at, can Victor carry over that second half into this first half in game 3? Because like you mentioned, the inside crew at halftime of that game, they're destroying Wemby.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, because he wasn't playing well. But I think second half, he came out, he was aggressive. I agree, man, with the whole Plumlee thing, because Cornet is not athletic. He's a big dude, but he can't move. Like Plumlee may be able to give you a little athleticism. I'm not saying Plumlee's like the second coming of anybody, but it's just a different look is ultimately what I agree with you on, because it's New York is with OG, that front line is big. And with them going to, if they do go a 4 guard set, man, they better be hitting their shots because they're not going to be getting any rebounds. And you got to look at Josh Hart too. He's a guard forward. You want to call him forward, but he can rebound. And then they need Keldon Johnson to step up tonight.
Oh, big time. He's a
He
sixth
is
man
just
of the year. He's
he's
been
disappeared.
absent big time. Well, you got big guards on him.
Yes. So that's my
And
point, man. They're big. New York is a big team.
it's a big team. And I'm gonna tell you, I think with Castle, that's because he's playing out of position. I don't think he's not a true point guard.
No, but they keep giving them the ball to bring it up versus Fox and Dylan Harper should be the primaries.
And I think they need to consider starting Harper
And well, we'll see tonight.
or playing more minutes. Harper is nice.
Mm-hmm.
His game is nice, and so I don't know Champagne. I don't know what you do lineup. I bet you're flexible enough to maneuver the lineup, but
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to, I think, roll the dice on bringing in another big to play with Wemby. Again, it could just be for a few minutes to see, just to try it out, to see what happens.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be a game 4.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can at least try it out to see what happens, and then make the decision in game 4 what you want to do with that particular strategy. But man, I can't wait. It's going to be a great one. And now, Danny, on to a little Formula One, and where Monaco happened, the Monaco Grand Prix. I think out of all the races, and I said this last year, man, out of all the races in the Formula One calendar, I think this is my least favorite race.
Mm-hmm.
The the prestige is there. The venue, in terms of it being right on the water, is there. I'm glad that I was able to see it and fast forward through stuff, because this is not a great race, in my opinion. And I'm really was hoping that Formula One would get this off the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
But with the history and the stuff behind it, they're not going to get it off the calendar. But this is by far, for me personally, the least, in my opinion, again, my least favorite Grand Prix. Kimmy, man, what can you say? This 19-year-old is straight killing it.
Yes.
This is like his 5th win in a row. He's
Mm-hmm.
currently leading the overall standings with 156 points. Sir Lewis Hamilton, who came in second in this race, is now in second place, 2 points ahead of George Russell, who is third overall. Didn't score a point in this particular race. Isaac Hajar, who came in third in this race, podiumed, and he is currently 8th overall. But Kimi Antonelli, Danny, I know we're not even halfway through this season, but the way that this Mercedes car is running and the confidence that Kimi is building, this 19-year-old may actually go ahead and win this season. Got a long way to go. Anything can happen. But man, he is looking very impressive. This car is looking very impressive. And let me give kudos to Sir Lewis Hamilton. I think he's starting to get it. If I understand correctly, he is doing simulations. He has his own simulator at home. And so he's been doing his own practices, and it's proven to really, really help. Man, I'm really excited for Sir Lewis Hamilton on the racetrack. Now, to get a little personal, this is Monaco. We saw a lot of stars. Sir Lewis Hamilton is currently seeing Kim Kardashian. I'm going to focus more in on what he's doing on the track.
Mm-hmm.
And also, one of the things that I am a favorite of is his foundation, in terms of trying to get more people involved in Formula One. I am a fan of Sir Lewis Hamilton before this season. What got me first watching Formula One was because of Sir Lewis Hamilton and the feat that he was about to break. And so, yeah, Sir Lewis Hamilton continues to impress. Unfortunately, Charles Leclerc, who he is defending Grand Prix champion, and that is his home. did not finish the race. Max Verstappen didn't even get off the starting
Mhm.
line due to some of the issues, and there's been some more rumblings about Max possibly not returning to F1. We'll see how that goes, and this is purely because of the new regulations, but we'll
Mhm.
see how all that pans out. But uh, Kimi Antonelli wins the Grand Prix. What say you, Danny, about Formula One?
Yeah, there were a lot of DNFs in this race. Jason did not finish. A lot of crash outs, and yeah, like you said, Verstappen right off the rip, he was done, and Antonelli right off the start, man, he was just gone and never looked back. Charles Leclerc, he was podium. This has been like the theme for him this whole season. Like he's been right there, and then all of a sudden something happens, and yesterday was no different. Tough man, tough break for Leclerc on that one. And there was a point in the race where Sir Lewis Hamilton and Antonelli were head to head. Antonelli actually took off to win because Sir Lewis Hamilton was actually right there with him. So congratulations to him. Congratulations, Sir Lewis Hamilton, man. It's all after all of last year, our bickering about something wasn't right. And so we were waiting for the offseason to see if they would correct or figure out what was going on. And it looks like they have something going here with Sir Lewis Hamilton. But there were just a lot of different names versus the usual in the top 10, just due to all the things that were going on in the race. We'll see if Antonelli can keep it up. I know, Jason, we've seen this in the past where certain drivers get off to these hot starts and then the second half kind of
Mm-hmm.
fade.
Mm-hmm.
Will the same happen for Antonelli? Will he continue on the whole season, or will he have that second half fade? If his season were to end today, man, he's had a heck of a run so far.
Oh,
I'll say that.
absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. For a 19-year-old, yeah, that this is a good run. And having said that, I thought Cadillac scored a point at Monaco, and it could have been due to a penalty, but they
hmm
did not score. So at this moment in time in the season, Cadillac has not scored a Formula One point as of yet. Again, long season yet to go. But boy, you wish Cadillac would score here at some point.
and that's what the announcers actually thought too in the race, because they had
Mm-hmm.
mentioned that Cadillac had their first point due to all that
Mm-hmm.
was going on, the penalties and the did not finishes. But yeah, so they go to Barcelona next. So we'll see if they can get their first point there.
And now, Danny, on to a little MLB and where the Milwaukee Brewers, man, listen, they are hot. They are hot right now. Leads the National League Central Division by 5 games over the St. Louis Cardinals.
hmm
But you do have to give the Braves some credit. The Braves have been hot the whole season. They're 9.5 games ahead of the Phillies. This one shout out the Braves here, but I'm going back to the Brewers because the Brewers initially struggled in the season with obviously the injuries. They Churio and Yelly's come back and really have helped the Brewers. They just need to keep winning, Danny. We always say, hey, 2 or 3, man.
hmm
And they actually just went ahead and swept the Rockies. Good signs there, and they start the series against the Athletics here. Again, we just need 2 out of 3. Let's keep this train going. What say you, Danny?
Yeah, great sweep this weekend. A team they should beat. They did beat in the Rockies. It always is tough going to Colorado though, because with the elevation, because you never know how the ball's gonna fly out. But they are, Jason, going to play in Vegas at a AAA park, the
Mm.
AAA affiliate with the Oakland or the Athletics. I'll just call them that right now. You can call them Sacramento Athletics. You can call them whatever you want, but that's where they're headed. So it'll actually be something cool to check out. And then they have a run coming up here where they have the Phillies, the Guardians, the Braves, the Reds, and the Cubs in June. So it's not going to be an easy month for them.
Nope. Nope.
Uh, they're hoping to get Logan Henderson back, hopefully by the end of the month. He went down with injury. Woodruff is still nowhere to be found. So tonight Harrison's going, and Harrison's been strong. That's been behind Miz. Harrison's just throwing just as well from an ERA whip perspective. So the arms have been doing well there. So we'll see what he does tonight. But yeah, they need those arms to get healthy and get them right around the All-Star break. But yeah, they have a tough June coming up. So we'll see what they do tonight because the Athletics have a pretty strong lineup.
Thank you for joining us at Back Porch Talk Podcast. You can also join us on Twitter by tweeting us at @back_podcast. For more information, you can go to our website, which is backporchtalkpodcast.com. You can also email us at backporchtalkpodcast@gmail.com. Again, thank you for joining us, and remember that there's enough hate in the world, so go ahead and spread a little love.